But my homies chasing all this chick, we rolling out like Cadillac. My homies stay the same, like it's so deranged. He stays the same, like it's so deranged. I'm with my homies, yeah. I'm with my homies, yeah. I'm with my homies, yeah. I'm with my homies.
The 2K Sports Pre.
Ernie Johnson welcoming you to the NBA on 2K Sports. I'm here with Shaq and the Jet. We'll watch the visiting the Portland.
Welcome, fans. Thanks for joining us for this Friday night edition of the NBA. On 2K Sports, along with Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg, this is Kevin Harlan from Portland, Oregon. Happy to have you with us here in the home of the Trailblazers. And, of course, DeMarcus Cousins. They will definitely miss his contributions.
Well, to say the deal changes the look and feel of this franchise is stating the obvious. I mean, they are a vastly different team than they were a few days ago, obviously looking long-term rather than the short-term.
Exactly. I mean, trading away a player with his talents is clearly a big-picture deal. I mean, you have to balance fit and talent as well as upside, and then to throw in the financial considerations. So this is more than just about the player.
Let's check out Seattle's starting lineup. Curry is out there with Kobe. Then there's Davis. Then it's LeBron James. And it's Howard in at the 5 spot.
Kobe Bryant is such a great all-around player. I mean, if there's one thing people don't talk about, it's his passing. He's 4th overall in assists amongst active players.
Now here's McCollum. He's been a reliable scorer for him as he's averaging up over 13 points a game. Shot clock at 2. A stupendous finish in traffic.
Really aggressive play there, taking it to the rack against the big fella.
You know, Greg, aggressiveness is really the only option when you're on the wrong side of the size equation.
And going back to Kobe Bryant, guys, he had to learn the same thing that Michael Jordan had to learn on his own. To win championships, you have to trust your teammates and not take everything upon yourself.
Yeah, Kobe learned from the best and played with some of the best. So you can't ask for a better way to spend a career. Well, Merry Christmas. I mean, that was a freebie.
For Portland, they've gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. And Aminu kicks to Davis. Deflects the pass and stolen by LeBron. And Davis with the basket on the assist by LeBron. Davis has got his 2nd bucket of the night.
4 or 5 shots have dropped for them already. Not a bad way to get things started.
And Lillard kicks to Aminu. Back to Lillard. Here's McCollum. Missed inside.
Oh, you've got to be able to deliver when you get a bunny like that. That's just too easy of a shot to miss.
Here's Curry. His shot is good, making him a perfect 2 for 2 from the floor.
And a really good way to start the game. He's a guy who, if he gets it going early, he's going to give you problems.
It's stolen by Bryant. Curry with a wide open look. That's good. And so Howard with the assist. And that's now 6 points for Steph Curry. And Lillard kicks to Davis. Looking to end the run. And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here. You know, guys, Al-Farouq Aminu, so highly regarded coming out of college, still really finding his way around the NBA. But this last season, with Dallas. He may have found his niche in this league.
That's a great point, Kevin. A guy who can give you a lot of things, rebounding, defense, hustle points, but he's already played on a number of teams in his young career because he's still trying to, as you put it, find that niche. Maybe he's finally developed who he is.
Yeah, and on the topic of Aminu, he's a bit of a tweener. Doesn't have quite the quickness and ball handling skills the top small forwards have. Doesn't have the bulk up against the better power forwards. He's a hard fit for what you want to have done at that position.
It's stolen by Bryant. Drops in the breakaway layup. Bryant's got his first points of the night. And a closer look here at the hustle stats for Seattle.
They've come out in attack mode on the defensive end. They've applied pressure and forcing turnovers.
Another big aspect of their game tonight has been the fast break, transition opportunities. They're really keeping it up tempo so far.
And guys, getting back to Aminu, he still has the tools to be a really good player, but like so many young guys, he has to focus. He has to bring the intensity 100% every game, and I could see him being one of those late bloomers, if you will.
Seattle leading by 12. Here's Howard. That's good, and it's Bryant with the assist.
Every time they get scored on during this run, it's come from inside the paint.
Yeah, they have really owned the interior. You've got to collapse that defense and force them to beat you over the top.
Here's Lillard following the basket by Dwight Howard. Plumlee with a screen on Curry. To the left side wing. Shot clock at 6. Back to Plumlee. Lillard dishes to Plumlee. Here's McCollum. They grab their own miss.
I tell you what, folks, I bet he won't miss that shot next time he takes it.
And Kobe gets it to go.
I tell you what, fellas, we're seeing some really good ball movement out there.
Definitely. 10 of their last 12 points have come off assists.
It's stolen by Curry. He makes another one. That's 4 up and 4 in to start his game.
And that's 10 straight points in the paint. The defense, nowhere to be found.
I think they've really got to start committing more bodies down low and really kind of close that area off defensively.
It's stolen by Davis. And here we go again. Seattle on the break. And that one's good. Davis has got 6.
I don't know what's happening defensively, but they're not putting up any resistance.
I tell you what, it reminds me of one of my college coaches. He used to say, that ain't going to get it done. That's 5 straight baskets in the paint now.
Well, whether you call him the brow or ant or the future, Anthony Davis made the leap in year 3 to franchise superstar. I mean, still, though, he remains humble, determined to improve, and dedicated to maximizing his immense potential.
And his former coach, Monty Williams, played with some greats. Tim Duncan, David Robinson, Patrick Ewing. He says he sees that same desire to dominate in Anthony Davis.
Yeah, he wants to be great and doesn't see himself as a finished product, which is a good thing. That means he's going to continue to stay humble and hungry and put the work in.
Now here's Lillard. 20 points for him last game against the Clippers.
And also give him credit for his ability to pass the basketball. He was always looking for the open man.
I think they need to get much more disruptive defensively. They can't just keep allowing these easy baskets.
That's got to be job number 1 right now. Nothing easy on the inside.
To the wing right side. Davis sets a screen. Here's McCollum. And yep, couple bounces and it falls.
He can be a matchup nightmare if he can get it in the paint.
It's Curry with the drive. Good. Curry's got 10 points in the game.
How about the start that they've gotten off to here? Huge lead, and we're still in the first quarter.
And guys, it hasn't just been the scoring. I mean, they're playing tremendous. his defense, too.
And that's it for the first quarter in what's been a very lopsided game. Seattle ahead, running away with it. From Portland, we're back in a moment. Damian Lillard, he explains his stoic demeanor on the floor. I would say, Clark, we probably shouldn't expect to see Lillard starring in any reality shows about his personal life.
I think that would be accurate. I mean, Lillard is a young man who was all about taking care of his business and doing what he needs to be doing. I mean, his reality is trying to live up to the expectations for him in Portland.
Welcome back, everyone. A lopsided first quarter in the books already as we start this second quarter. And let's quickly break down the game we've seen from Seattle. Guys?
They've been a well-oiled machine offensively thus far.
They've kept the ball moving, Greg, and their opponents chasing after it. That's how they've piled up all the points.
And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Here's the second quarter of play. On the court for the Trailblazers, we've got Allen Crabbe, Damian Lillard out there with Henderson. Then there's Davis, and it's Kaman in at the center. Kobe, that's good.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Yeah, and that's 4 straight field goals now, Greg, they've allowed from point-blank range. Can't happen.
Good, and Curry gets the assist. Curry's got his 6th assist on the night.
Well, and this run really triggered by their transition offense.
And you can see the momentum swinging now. They've gotten a huge boost of energy, and now the offense starting to click.
Davis sets a screen. They get a hand on it. And Curry with the clear path to the hoop. And Bryant wide open. He shoots. And it's Seattle with another.
This is not a tough case to crack. I mean, if they want to put an end to this run, they'll need to start getting back on defense.
You know, you can't fall asleep in transition. Everybody needs to hightail it back to stop these fast break chances.
Henderson, no good.
And, you know, you can feel the desperation right now. They're starting to lose their composure offensively.
Yeah, it's palpable, Greg. I mean, clearly you can see the frustration. And it's understandable. I mean, right now they're on the wrong side of a big run.
Howard with the steal. Teardrop shot. And there's Kobe. That's good on the assist by Curry. Curry's got his 8th assist here tonight.
And guys, Steph Curry, the rare point guard who's almost as effective playing off the ball as he is on it. And the Warriors have really emphasized that as he's evolved as a player, bringing in a lot of playmakers who can set him up coming off screens.
And Lillard kicks to Henderson. The feed now to Davis. Came in a screen. Knocks it loose. It's stolen by Davis. Here's Crabbe. Makes it off the glass.
Heads-up play there, guys, on the assist and the finish.
Last game for Seattle, they picked up the W against the Lakers in Los Angeles.
Yeah, the confidence just exuding in that performance on the offensive end. I mean, really illustrates how this team clicks when guys are communicating and executing as a cohesive unit.
Yeah, roadkill is hard to get in this league. I mean, to be a great NBA team, you've got to be able to have that kind of performance on the road. Focused, purposeful, and productive. Really solid.
Well, LeBron James long considered the greatest player in the league. He's got some competition now, though. Kevin Durant, Anthony Davis, Steph Curry, James Harden, all playing well last year. But for my money, there's no better player in the league than King James.
Well, Clark, you look at LeBron's career averages right now around 27, 7, and 7. Hard to argue at this time he's not the best player in the league.
Well, you know, he might not always win the MVP award, Kevin, but that doesn't really matter. I think he's the most feared player in the league And he proved he can carry a team in last season's NBA Finals. Clearly one of the all-time greats.
That's good. 16 points for Anthony Davis.
This is some kind of performance we're seeing from him today. He has yet to miss a shot.
Looking at Portland, they want to turn it around after the loss to the Clippers.
Yeah, but when you shoot a percentage in the low 30s as a team, and they did that in that game, it is just not going to be your night.
No, it's certainly not going to be your night shooting that poorly. And so often when that happens to a team, it's hard to get out of that funk once you get into it.
And another basket for Seattle.
Boy, this defense is getting eaten up on the inside, guys, giving up far too many free runs to the rim.
And they haven't been able to return the favor with their offense in the paint because that has not been up to par.
That's the third bucket in a row from the paint. This defense needs to clog those lanes in the middle much more effectively.
You just cannot allow the offense to have that quality of a look each and every possession.
Came in a screen. Justin Lillard. And he gets it. Lillard's got 5 now.
A lot of space right there to get that shot off.
Not a very good job of the defender getting over the top of that screen in that particular play. They have repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid dividends.
And with as many points as they've gotten in the paint, you know, they haven't had to do much work on the perimeter. And guys, more and more, you know, we're seeing the league try to protect the health of the players. I mean, you see the evidence on the court. Over the last 5 years, the league has cut down the number of cameramen along the baselines in half, giving these great athletes a little more runway to land safely.
Ball going up court, and he gets it to go. 10 points for LeBron.
Fantastic ball movement. They're picking them apart with their passing.
Purposeful passing it is, partner. Their last 10 points have all come off assists.
The dish to Henderson. Plumlee with the screen. Kicks to Crabbe. And some nice ball movement here by the Trailblazers. Here's Leonard, and Davis sends it back. And they force the shot clock violation. Great D. And the Trailblazers making a change here. Aminu's checked in. Seattle dictating the flow. And speaking of more space for the players, there's even been talk of widening the court. What do you think of that, Clark?
You know, players have gotten bigger and more athletic, so I wouldn't be opposed to maybe widening the lane a bit. I know the owners with those front row seats breaking in that cash might not want to expand the court.
Bryant's shot is good.
Boy, the fast break has really been good to him here, and they're clicking in transition.
Yeah, 3 of their last 5 scores have come from fast break opportunities. They have made the most of their chances.
McCollum kicks to Leonard. Buries it from 3-point range. Leonard's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game. To the inside, here's Davis. That's in, coming off an assist from Bryant. Bryant's got his 5th assist in this one. Now here's McCollum, guarded by Kobe. Plumlee with the screen. From deep 3-point range, and the release was before the buzzer, but it's off target. A dominating first half of basketball, and so far hasn't been close. Seattle ahead, delivering the blowout. And now let's catch up with Doris Burke, who's standing by on the sideline. Doris?
Thank you, Kevin. Steph, what's been the key to what's working well out there for you guys right now?
Defensive end, we rebound the ball, keeping them off the glass, and being able to execute on the offensive end.
Steph, thank you so much. Plenty of ingredients to a solid effort, Kevin.
Thank you, Doris, and we'll be right back after halftime for the start of quarter number 3.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Welcome back, folks. Ernie Johnson here along with Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith. We're going to break down the first half action for you. It was a big-time first quarter from Anthony Davis. He ended up with 22 points, 2 assists, and 1 rebound. How about you, Kenny? What did you think about the visiting team?
Well, their field goal percentage is a number that jumps off the page. May I say it's Shaq-like? That's a good one. Seriously, they're incredibly efficient shooting the basketball, and I don't think they settle for any bad shots. and you're never going to go wrong with that strategy.
Looking at Portland, Shaq, your thoughts?
Their field goal percentage reminds me of Kenny's breath. Brutal. Not reading the defense, not getting enough quality looks. They need to make major changes because the system they ran in the first half was not working.
And that's it for halftime as the second half is just about to get underway. See you after the game.
Welcome back, everyone, to the start of the second half. Big margin on our hands, but we'll see if that gap narrows down in the third and fourth quarters.
Davis playing very well. 22 points and a couple of great-looking rejections. So far, 2 blocks.
Yeah, you know, he's had a great feel for their ball movement down low and for where to be when the shot's going up.
And on the floor for Steve Kerr as we get into the second half. Kobe is out there with Steph Curry. Then there's Howard. Then it's LeBron James. And it's Davis in at power forward. And it's the Trailblazers with the ball.
Assist from Mason.
And it's going to be out of bounds. The Trailblazers will take it.
And, you know, one thing that comes to mind with Kobe is his incredible dedication to winning. I mean, you wonder if that has turned off potential free agents. Maybe he's a bit too competitive, but, you know, when you're in the business of competing, hard for me to imagine you can be too competitive.
Seattle on defense. Plumlee with it. Quiet so far offensively, searching for his first points of the game.
Boy, but he was close, Kevin, to making the defense pay for lackadaisical coverage there.
Yeah, you may not be as lucky next time down if you're the defense. You cannot allow him to get those kinds of looks. That's 1 for their first 4 to start the second half.
And Bryant gets it to go.
Great way to start the half. Easy layup against some soft D.
For Portland, they've gotten just 1 of their first 4 shots to fall since coming out of the locker room at the break. And now Bryant pushing it up. No one back to stop him.
He's played an important role in their offense today, guys. Without him, they may not be in the lead.
Portland's gone 0 of 2 from deep to start things here in the second half. And Aminu kicks to Lillard. Davis sets a screen. Curry against Lillard. Pass to Plumlee. 6 to shoot. Here's McCollum. And Davis sends it back.
Tell you what, shooting 20% to start the second half doesn't bode well for how this will play out for this squad.
Oh, they own the interior right now. 10 straight points coming from inside.
Well, constantly finding lanes to the basket, getting great looks inside.
Here's Lillard. And count it. 2 points with a chance for 1 more at the free throw line.
And if you're the guy who has to guard him, it is never going to be an easy night for you.
For the Trailblazers, Kaman comes in for Mason Plumlee. And it's Henderson for McCollum. And plenty of contact on the shot, so 2 free throws coming up. Steph Curry does so many things well, Clark, on the floor, but one area he had struggled with was turning the ball over.
Yeah, and after a slow start, Kevin, to the year in the turnover department, Curry was able to slowly right the ship.
And Curry and his turnovers last year, a lot of it might have been getting used to a new system, but you can see he's also tightened up his play to reduce the giveaways.
And both free throws good for Curry.
You know, Curry knew turnovers were a problem. How about his mom even instituted a fine on him? And so anytime he has more than 3 in a game, he owes his mom $100 per turnover.
That's a huge part of what they want to do defensively. Limit his easy chances inside.
And that one's good. That's 12 points for LeBron.
And it doesn't really matter who starts the break with how he runs the floor. He seems to always be the one who finishes it.
Yeah, he is so fun to watch and how he attacks the rim at full speed like that, man. It's something to behold the way that guy gets to the rim. You know, there's no better sign of how efficiently a team is operating than their assist numbers. And theirs are fantastic.
Just beautiful when they play the game like this.
And Lillard kicks to Anderson. Got a piece of it, and it's out of bounds. And they say last touch by Bryant. Right around 3 minutes into the second half. Davis, the pass to Lillard. Uncovered. Aminu with the bucket. Aminu's got his second basket of the night. For Seattle, they've gotten every shot that dropped since halftime. They're 5 for 5 from the floor. Well, among the centers and power forwards of the NBA, these are the players with the softest touch around the bucket. Some terrific shooting percentages for the big men. Anthony Davis, number 1.
You know, he's gotten to the top of that list because he has a terrific sense and touch around the basket. He just finds ways to convert low post opportunities.
Yeah, I concur with that. But it's not just finesse with him, guys. I mean, he can use his strength as well. He'll get his points the soft or the hard way.
Davis kicks to Anderson. Lillard attacking, and Davis sends it back. And pushing it up, here's Seattle. LeBron is running. Howard, good.
It seems that every pass they make is leading to a score here. I mean, that's just exquisite ball movement.
And that's because the ball is looking for the best shot, and it's really paid off for them during the run. And guys, one thing that we were treated with last year was Steve Kerr's great quotability in post-game interviews and pressers. He said all the right things and deflected praise like a coach who had done it for many years.
Portland's gone 0-2 from deep to start things here in the second half. And Aminu kicks to Lillard. Up and in on the layup. Lillard's got 10.
And that assist got him a little nod from his teammate after that one. Oh! That athleticism.
Yeah.
Showcasing his skills with that slam.
He knows how to put the exclamation point on those, doesn't he? Man, oh man.
Does he ever?
And that was Kia bringing you the close-up on the big-time play. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Trailblazers will retain possession. Alan Crabb, he's checked in for Portland. 1:29 left in the third quarter. Henderson dishes to Lillard. Knocked away. So another turnover for Seattle. Here's Kobe. Good, and Curry gets the assist. And that's now 26 points for Kobe Bryant. And what's your take, guys, on the hustle stats for Seattle?
The activity level defensively, I've really been impressed with. There's been an attack mode on the defensive end.
Something that's also benefited them tonight are the turnovers they forced and the points that have come along with those forced turnovers.
Grab the pass to Lillard. He dishes it to Kaman. And James pulls it down.
If they could end every possession with that shot, they'd be happy. 9 times out of 10, that's an easy layup for him.
He's got some serious momentum going right now. He's been great all day. Even last game, he was on fire.
Now 8 seconds separating the two clocks. Here's Davis. Beautiful dish, and the layup goes down. Davis has got 26.
Boy, guys, they've shown some great passing on their last few trips down the floor. Excellent.
4 straight passes leading to scores. Great team play.
Henderson kicks to Lillard. There's 14 seconds left to play in the third.
And guys, how fun is it watching this fella just go to work?
Greg, it's not every point guard who can climb the ladder like he can.
Not at all.
Well, I tell you, I think his body control and concentration in the air are really unique.
And the shot is good.
Excellent feed from Steph Curry.
And as we conclude the third quarter, pretty much a blowout. It's been a one-sided affair. Seattle ahead, running away with this one. We're going to step aside for just a second, but join us right back here for the start of the fourth quarter. Next. And thanks again for joining us. Let's see what happens here in the fourth. And it's Seattle with the ball. Harkless is out there with Myers-Leonard. Then there's Frazier. Then there's Chris Kaman. And it's Crabb in at the two-guard spot. That's the group on the floor for Portland. Curry with the steal, moving it up. And James with the basket on the assist by Curry. 14 points for LeBron.
Fast break opportunities do not get any easier than that one off the steal.
Exactly. The defense really no chance to get back.
Alexander's checked in for Chris Kaman.
Substitution for Blazers. Cliff Alexander.
Frazier against Curry. Harkless dishes to Frazier. Clock at 6. And Davis sends it back. They recover it. That's good.
Main basket by Harkless.
And Howard, here we go. Good, and Curry gets the assist. 10 points for Dwight Howard.
And really keeping the ball hopping around here offensively.
The last 5 trips they've had have ended with a great pass leading to a basket. They're really sharing the sugar.
Back to Curry. Now here's Howard. He's covered closely outside Curry. The pass to Kobe. To the paint, here's Davis, and the shot is good.
Anthony Davis.
Davis has got 30 points.
They've had assists now on their last 3 baskets.
And it's not just their passing, but also the body movement off the ball that's created a lot of those opportunities.
Here's Alexander, and Davis sends it back. Down low. The shot's good from Bryant.
Yes.
Bryant's got 30 points.
And they're really in a good position here, thanks in part to the way he's been able to score the basketball.
It's stolen by Curry. Pushing it up. And he gets it to go. 16 points for LeBron.
Right now, they're getting beat down the floor. They look a step slow.
And that's 6 of their last 10 that they've surrendered here coming off fast breaks. They need to sharpen up.
Well, they've been in the home run trot on defense, jogging back, and it's cost them a number of times here.
Yeah, listen, you can forgive a few transition points here and there, but not like this. They need to hustle back after every possession.
They get 4 of their last 5 scores coming from fast breaks. They're really getting it up and down now. Look like they're on roller skates out there.
Yeah, as soon as they get the ball, everybody on their team is looking to get out and run.
That is good. Curry's got 14 points now in the second half.
Coach needs to do something to get his team back on D to put an end to these fast break points.
I mean, they are getting run out of the gym. That's 4 straight baskets now in transition.
Harkless the pass to Leonard. Shot to stop the drought. Poked away.
Boy, he shows a lot of desire when he's fighting for that tough board. And his length doesn't hurt either.
Bryant. Good, and the assist goes to James. LeBron's got assist number 10 tonight with that last one.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. They keep getting in the paint and keep scoring points. Keep it going.
Not a lot you can do as a defense when they keep getting the ball in the paint like this.
Their rebounding has been off the charts today, guys. Reason number 1, this game is out of hand.
Exactly, Clark. Their lead is not surprising given their advantage on the backboard.
We've played just over 3.5 minutes now in the fourth quarter. They really want to find that igniter here.
Yeah, that's right. Kevin, the offense has basically been running in place.
They got to get going.
And the big lead becomes bigger. They are playing with purpose here tonight, guys.
And they're doing it at both ends of the floor. I mean, that's what you like to see. They've been controlling the action from both ends of the court.
And there's the call on Howard. That's his first foul. Chris Kaman is checked in for the Trailblazers. Henderson comes in for Allen Crabb. And Steph Curry with the foul. That'll be his second foul of the game.
And it seems every season we see a player try and play through an injury. Sometimes it provides a boost with heroics, but it can lead to serious damage long term. It's a common practice we see, and some guys are pretty cavalier about it.
Give an assist there, not for the pass, but for the solid screen set on the inside that freed him up and made the layup possible.
Howard kicks to Davis, and he drops it in from the low post. Davis has got 34.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today, ending with a basket coming off a pretty pass?
Well, when you look at the assist totals, heck, they've been clearly the better team.
And so it's going to end up in the record books as a blowout, a dominating performance for Seattle.
But, Steve, you don't see this kind of a blowout often. But tonight, this is a quality win across the board to deliver out Clark this kind of punishment.
Well, you know what? I thought they did a nice job of playing against the game. They kept the pressure on and clearly were dominant in every area.
And this will make it 36 wins on the year for them.
And, guys, when you're cracking heads against somebody 4 times over the course of a season, boy, it's a great feeling to snatch that first game. Good adjustments tonight.
And beyond the actual result of this game, fans are going to look back and see this was just a monstrous performance for Curry. There isn't much else you want from someone. He gave it his all and was rewarded with a triple-double. Didn't take their time in wrapping this game up. They came out with a sense of urgency.
Nice ending spurt to polish it off. Once they had him on the ropes, they started throwing haymakers at him.
The whole knockout blow. Well, guys, they came in here and really took charge from the opening tip. This is such a tough thing to do for a visiting team. This contest was played on their terms.
And, that's not the way it usually works in the NBA. It's going to be a great win, and it's going to be a happy plane ride out of here for sure.
The three from Leonard, and the shot is good.
What an advantage he brings to this offense, guys. I mean, being able to drain the 3-ball, that really can spread a defense and extend the defense as well.
Here's Curry with the 3. That's in there. Davis with the assist. And now that's 35 points for Steph Curry. So no problem for Seattle as they get the win. This crowd was stunned by the manner in which their team was dismantled.
You know what? Shocking. I don't care what the matchup is.